We're following up as a Benton County judge has granted supervised community release to the man found not guilty by reason of insanity in the killing of a Richland Instacart driver.
Aaron Kelly will now be allowed outings from a state mental hospital despite objections from prosecutors and heartbreak from the victim's family.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen explains what the decision means and why it is stirring very strong emotions.
Nearly 3 years after Justin Krumbah was shot and killed while working as an Instacart delivery driver at the Richland Fred Meyer, his family is once again confronting the loss.
ADHD in a bottle, but fun. He was all over the place. He was the best brother, best uncle, best friend. He was amazing. There's no other way to put it. You can ask anybody.
On February 7th, 2022, Aaron Kelly walked into the store and opened fire, killing Justin and seriously wounding a store employee. It's a day that never ends for Justin's family.
It's a new normal. Something we just have to do with. I mean, there's no rule book, we just go, it's day by day. And just about the time we heal or start to heal, then another court thing comes up and rips off the Band-Aid and we start all over again.
On February 12, 2024, Kelly was found not guilty by reason of insanity and sent to a state mental hospital, where he has remained under supervision and in a locked facility. A year later, on February 20th, 2025, Kelly applied for limited conditional release from the court, and on December 31st, Benton County Superior Court Judge Jackie Stamm granted his request, allowing supervised outings with hospital staff and unescorted movement on hospital grounds.
With a staff escort from Eastern State or from the state hospital, he can go into restaurants and businesses and engage with the public. I've had a lot of concerns about whether that would be safe to do throughout this litigation. As you remember, it was only in February of 2024 that he was found to be not guilty by reason of insanity.
Prosecutors argued that Kelly had not spent enough time in treatment, but multiple state agencies and independent medical experts supported the request, saying Kelly's likelihood of reoffending is, quote, relatively low. While Kelly will be allowed more freedoms, for the family of the man he killed, they feel stuck, locked in.
We've always been taught to be responsible for our own actions and to be punished if we do something wrong, and I don't feel like he's being punished. We no longer have Justin. He gets to do basically whatever he wants.
Eisinger says he did everything he could within the limits of the law, but after an independent evaluation called a risk review board supported the recommendation, Eisinger had no place to go.
The law requires me to come forward with an expert that says it's not appropriate, and here's why. And after everybody weighed in, and we had 2 separately hired experts that we paid for out of our county budget, we simply were not able to put on that kind of testimony.
But Justin's sister says this case was too big for the newly elected prosecutor, and things appeared to fall through the cracks.
Why deny all the information and help offered to you? No strings attached when you clearly came from a previous profession that wasn't dealing with hard criminals like Kelly. Why deny the help that you obviously needed and could have used to fight your first huge case, especially a murder case like this?
I think the family's grieving. I think they're upset, and I understand. I understand that they're upset because this was terrible. At the same time, we developed our case and have opposed this as strongly as we could have.
Kelly remains in the custody of the state, and any violations of those conditions could lead to his privileges being revoked. Now, the Krumbah family says while the legal process is moving forward, their grief is permanent. Reporting in Richland, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, the court also noted future reviews could further adjust those privileges, meaning the case could return to court if concerns are raised by hospital staff or prosecutors.